Hey everybody, today we are going to talk about how to prep a home for a shoot. This relates to both you as the agent and your homeowners. I'm Jason with Reliant Photography. Let's get into it. So previously we talked about what we can and can't do, whether it's ethically or just our own limitations on the editing side. This is going to be kind of a part 2 to that video, so if you haven't watched it, be sure to go and check it out. And we're going to focus on what goes on at the shoot and before the shoot in order to set the house up to give you the best images that you can. So let's start out by asking you a question. Have you just ever wondered why some listing photos and listings just really stand out as just being super clean and sharp and pretty? Well, a lot of the time it's not actually how they're shot or what the house actually is and looks like itself. It is how it is staged, or if it's owner occupied, how it is cleaned up and kept to look nice. So let's get into that so you can get the best photos that you possibly can. So there are things that we can do to help you get the house ready and look nice when we are at the property. Things that we can do include opening and closing doors as needed, adjusting faucets, opening and closing blinds if we can reach them. I'm not very tall. As well as just really simple things like straightening out rugs and mats, turning on and off lights and fans and fires, things like that. Obviously, that's no problem. That's included in our service. That is something that we do. But any items of personal nature, we really like not to touch. Anything valuable, anything heavy. We have to show up and shoot the house as is. We can't really help you totally reorganize everything for the photos once we're there, because that just kind of wastes everybody's time. So I want to set you up for success so that when I show up, or we show up, anybody on the team, we can just get right in and get going and take those photos. So a few little steps. We're going to start here looking at a beautiful outside of a house that I recently shot. Such an awesome shoot. It was the perfect example of what an owner-occupied home should look like. Keep in mind as we go through these, this is an owner-occupied home that is currently being lived in. This is not professionally staged. Someone's just living here. This is not a multi-million-dollar house either. So if they can do it, and if their agent can do it, everybody can do it, I promise. So just some general things before we get into the actual specifics here. It's just good to thoroughly clean the whole property and just do the obvious of make sure everything is nice and clean. For the outside, mow the lawns, make sure it's nice and tidy, hire that landscaper to come in, because it'll pay off. Photos plus really good landscaping, it's gonna sell your house. It just is. So let's hop right into the actual exterior here and talk about that specifically. So obviously we want the garage closed. If you want to wash off your patio or your front porch or your driveway, do it with plenty of time so that it can dry. So that any water stains are not on it and it's nice and dried off. If you have garbage bins, even around the side of the house, sometimes we can see over there, so put it in the garage or way down the street or something, and that'll just set you up for success. As you can see here, this house looks picture perfect. It was picture perfect. So let's just take a look at an example of just what a house may look like. Again, this is not trying to shame anybody or to be silly, but just sometimes, all the time almost, houses are being lived in, right? So you got a car, you got a few things out. Obviously, you're gonna know to move the car. Everybody knows that. But even like a hose reel, and this yard is not too bad, but the difference between this yard and the yard in the previous image is huge when it comes to the value of selling that house. And that's not saying that the house in the second one had a super bad yard. Just a little overgrown. There's nothing wrong with that. But do your best to get it all nice and cleaned up. My little pro tip here is if you ordered drone photography, which I think we should really be doing for every listing, be sure to move your cars like at least 100 feet away from the house, because we like to give nice big overview shots and big neighborhood shots. So just putting it on the curb by the house is not going to get it done. All right, let's move on to the inside of the house. And I do just really want to reiterate, this is a owner-occupied home. They are currently living there. I cannot drill that point in enough. And again, this is not a super crazy high dollar house. It's a very nice house, don't get me wrong, but this is not some multi-million-dollar mega mansion. All right, so we need every light on in the house that you can get. We are happy to come in and turn them on, but if you have it ready to go, even better. All the blinds open, all the lights on, fans off, fireplaces off. If you have windows with an exceptional view and you want to pop the screen out, that will be a really pro move because a screen can mess with the camera lens. And I know it's a pain. I know sometimes they get bent and whatever, but if you have an amazing view, it really might be worth it. So we're going to take a look here. You can see in the example here that is quote unquote messy. It's not like it's bad. This looks like a perfectly normal, nice, lived-in home that I would be happy to take photos of as is. There's nothing wrong with this. But a couple personal photos on the wall, a little bin, I don't know, it's just not quite as polished as the previous example, and it's just a really subtle difference, but I'm sure you can see it as well. So I know I've been kind of going on with these first couple examples here. We're going to get through the others a little quicker. If you want to find this checklist, we have a agent prep checklist on our website, which we will link for you with all of these steps and everything. So let's get through some more examples here. So moving on to the next one, we have the kitchen. Again, what I like to say here is clear, clean, and straighten. Clear, clean, and straighten. It's a little bit of a tongue twister. Clear, clean, and straighten everything. Clear it off. If there's anything that you can take off, items of a personal nature, unless it's like a beautiful little centerpiece or like one of those cherry apple red KitchenAid mixers that's gorgeous, leave that, obviously, because it looks nice. But just clear off whatever you can clear off. Kind of the saying is if you can turn the house upside down and shake it and it falls off, take it off. Again, if it's something really nice little appliance, a little centerpiece, that's great, which is kind of my pro tip. If you can put some little fruit basket or something in the middle of the island or the kitchen table, that's a real good pro tip to go against the rule of clear everything off and make it look really nice. Clean, obviously the cleaner and shinier the surface is, the nicer and more pro it's gonna look. And then straighten. Things like a rug or a mat, anywhere throughout the house, making sure those lines are nice and straight will make the photos look straight. Because even if I take a straight photo of a room but has a slightly crooked rug, the whole photo is going to look crooked because the room is straight, but the rug's not. So as you can see here, there's just a few personal items around. The lights aren't all on. For a house like this with a million lights, there's a million light switches. I can go hunt them all down, but the owner knows where they all are. So if we can get that all ready to go, that's great. And like I said, clear, clean, straighten. Just swipe it all off, clean it all up, straighten everything out, and you're going to be good to go. When in doubt, just blinds open, lights on, clean up, and shove it all in the closets. We don't take pictures inside closets usually. Sometimes we don't do garages, so use those spaces to put all your crap. And just get it all out of the way, because I promise it's gonna look better. Even if you have stuff around that looks nice, sometimes still just getting rid of it will just clean it up. So let's move on here. We're gonna go head into the bedroom. Now this bedroom looks fantastic. It is clean, it is clear, it looks like it is just professionally done. It's not, it's just the owner. They just really knew what they were doing. They worked with their agent. So everybody was in understanding of exactly what to do. And then again, I don't need to reiterate every single point every time here. We can take a look at our alternate image here. Again, it's not bad, but at this point you can see what needs to happen. We're gonna move right along into the bathroom here, and you can see this amazing shower. And again, you can see once we go to our next one here, there's just some stuff in it, which is normal for a shower. And yeah, it might feel weird to take all your stuff out of the shower, but you saw that other image, it just looks better. So I hope this little video here helped you. The whole point was to show a very normal, nice lived-in house that wasn't exactly like destroyed, and just to reiterate how going above and beyond to clean it up will sell your house better. I can see the difference. I'm sure you can see the difference. Your seller can see the difference, and your potential buyer will definitely see the difference. So until next time, I'm Jason with Reliant Photography.